Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the Bougie Budget UK channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm back after a 2-week break. I was in Santorini for a week, which was lovely. I will put some pictures, videos on the screen while I'm talking quickly. So yeah, we were there for a week, Sunday to Sunday. Got back yesterday. I'm filming this on Monday the 4th. Yeah, the 4th of April. So we just relaxed for a lot of the week, to be honest with you. We went to Santorini before in 2021. So we've done like the touristy stuff, like the boat tours and seen the beaches and all of that kind of stuff. So this time we really just wanted to relax. So a lot of drinking, a lot of eating, a lot of resting, a lot of driving around it also. We pretty much visited every, I suppose they're towns, like Thera, Ia, Pyrgos, all the other ones that I can't pronounce. Pretty much visited all of those. Looked at some beautiful scenery, enjoyed the clear blue waters. But yeah, it was very relaxing. And now that I'm back, it's straight into get things done. I deliberately took another day and a half of annual leave, so I don't actually start work until Tuesday afternoon, and I've just been on it. Food shopping, washing clothes, cleaning, getting the cash for today's video, filming, all of that kind of stuff, so that I can just and get back into my routine and have a good week. So speaking of that, we got a stack of cash. Now, bit of context before I get started. I've said this before. July's pay was a bonus and pay rise month. So again, annual bonus, annual performance review, which may or may not result in a bonus and pay rise. I got both this year. It's my first year getting it because I just started in January of last year, so I wasn't eligible then. I just got a signing bonus rather than the annual one. So I'm going to be stuffing a bit more, quite a bit more. And I'm going to be stuffing more into certain categories as well. But as I go through, I'll talk about my, what's the word I want to use? Like why I'm doing it, basically. My justification, not justification because I don't need to justify it, but my reasoning behind why I'm stuffing what I'm stuffing. So, enough talking. Let's get into the video. Got some placeholders. I don't actually know how much I've got because I have spent some of this money already. Like I said, this is dirty. I've been on it today. So I've spent a lot of the food money. And I got paid like a couple of weeks ago now as well. So I have spent some, but we will count and find out together. All right, 50s. Let me move this as well, should I? So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So, and then 20s, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20. 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And then I've got 1,000, 2,000, and this is 500, but it's going to represent £430, and we'll talk about that a bit more. So that's what, 2430. Okay, so we're stuffing £4,815 today, which I'm gonna write down 4815. So I don't know if it's my biggest cash stuffing ever. I'll have to double check. But yeah, like I said, bonus and pay rise. I'm just checking. I am filming. Okay. So we're gonna start with cash envelopes. I'm also gonna move this in. I forgot about this, and I do have money to go in there. There we go. All right. So food. Oh, also, how rude of me. How are you? Have you had a great 2 weeks off of not hearing my voice? Yeah, what have you been up to? Been on holiday? Have you been... I don't even know what the weather was like. I literally, when I go on holiday, I cut myself off from London. I forget that exists. So I don't even know if the weather was good. I don't know what's been going on. So yeah, let me know. How have you been? All right, food. Food is getting 95. So I budgeted 300. Like I said, had more money to play with this month. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I budgeted 300 and I have spent 215. So I went to Tesco's this morning, got everything basically. Did a big shop, filled the freezer, filled the cupboards, and my focus has been on, in every category that I can, getting as much as I can, if that makes sense. So yeah, got loads of food that will last me, that can be frozen. And because I've also been on holiday for a week, and then before I went away, I was like, well, I'm not going to go and do a food shop. So I've only got another like 2.5 weeks before I get paid again in August. So I've got more than enough food to last me. And the focus is on eating healthy. Both me and my partner were like, babes, we're getting fat. We're doing a lot. And we didn't hold back when we went on holiday. We weren't actually holding back too much before we went away. So the focus is on eating healthy. So I've got loads of fresh fruit, fresh meat, fish, all of that kind of stuff, so we can focus on getting ourselves together. So I'm putting 95 in, which is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 95. And yeah, I've spent 215 today, actually, stocking everything up. And at 95, well, it should last, because like I said, I'll get paid again soon. But you know me, I may spend it. Fun is getting 90, which is going to be 3 20s and 3 10s. So I've already spent, I spent £11 on my monthly lottery ticket and Set for Life ticket. I did that before I went away. So I owe myself £1, but I'll get that from somewhere else. Because I spent £11 on those. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90 in fun. This weekend, it's the second weekend in August, isn't it? Don't have a lot planned. Do I? No. Gym. I think we both said we're going to go for a long walk. Next weekend, I'm going out with all of my cousins and my sister, but that will probably come out of eating out because we're going to brunch. And then the weekend after that, I'll have been paid already. So yeah, I'll be fine. Hair's getting 200. It's going to be 450s. So 3, yeah, 51, 52. And come on, I've got 15. So there's 215 in hair. And I've got a hair appointment next weekend actually, which I think it's going to cost me like 130. I need to double check, but there's more than enough. Now household, I had budgeted 50. I spent 20 at Tesco's this morning, so I am going to put in 30. So this is one of the categories where I'm putting more in than I usually would, because, is that right? It's supposed to be 2 or 1. That would have been 20, 30. Okay, it should be 2. 2 10s and 2 5s. Yeah, so this is one of the categories where I'm putting in more than I would normally. So I'd normally put like £20 a month in household, but I have stocked up. So every like what do you call them, like household spray, like, you know, you got like, I use Method personally, but like antibacterial sprays, sprays for like greasing the kitchen. I had already stocked up on household when I went to Costco at the end of June, so I've got loads of stuff from that still. But everything else, bin bags, dusters, anything that you can think of that you need in the house, I've stocked up. The only thing I need to get is toilet paper, which I'm going to order from Amazon at some point today. So like I said, budgeted 50, but I've already spent 20. So I've got 10, 20, 25, 30 to go into household. And I think I'll spend like £20 on toilet paper from Amazon. I find it cheaper to get in bulk on Amazon rather than getting it from Tesco's or a supermarket. Nails are done. They're done. If you know that reference from Real Housewives of Atlanta, we can be friends. But yeah, nails are done. I got them done just before I went away, so I've already spent that cash on them. Feet got done before I went away as well. Personal care. So another one where I budgeted more money. So I budgeted 50. I've spent 25. So I've got 25 left to go in. 10, 25. Again, stocked up. Everything like toothpaste, deodorant, moisturizers, what else? Shower gels, all of that kind of stuff stocked up. And I'm like, to me it makes sense. Like, okay, you know, unfortunately I don't get a bonus every month, or I bloody wish, although HMRC would have a field day. But when I've got the extra money, stock up, and then hopefully I don't have to go back into these envelopes too much over the coming months, and I can let them build up a little bit. And then finally, Buffer's got 100 in the bank, and I'm going to add another 20. Okay, so that is cash envelopes. And then we've got, what's this? Long-term sinking funds. I've been gone for too long. Okay. So, in long-term sinking funds, Beyonce fund is getting 50 as per usual. I really want to... I'm sorry if you can hear noise from outside, because I've got a, what do you call it? Portable air conditioning unit. My window's always open, so you might be able to hear people. I think they're doing some building work or something. Yeah, I want that to build up for Act 3, so I can go to all the shows all over the world. And then F off Fun is getting 50 as well. And the Bougie Budget UK is getting some money. It's getting 20. So that is long-term sinking funds. And then next up, we've got short-term sinking funds. And as always, we start with the baby. Now, he usually gets 50, but I spent 10 today when I went to Tesco. So I bought a big box of the Tesco baby wipes. I think you get like 12 packs of baby wipes in there. And then I also got him a couple of these, I suppose they were like toddler-friendly ready meals. They were in the freezer section. It was just something quick and easy for him to eat when he's here, and they were on offer. So he spent £10. Eating out is getting 50. Haven't spent it yet, which is unusual for me. But we did have a Chinese last night when we got back. But I'm going to take my contribution to that. I'm just going to take it out of holiday money. I'm counting it as I was still on holiday. Today's my first proper day back in London. So eating out remains intact. Sorry, I'm having like brain farts because I'm hearing the noise outside and I'm trying to read this sheet as well. £50, yes. Let me double check. 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna go for brunch next week. That may all be gone. Gifts would get 100, but I've already spent 50. I gave someone a gift before I went away. So 20, 30. No, that doesn't look right, does it? 20, 30, no, 40, that would be 50. Oh, okay. I'm just going to put in what I think, and then if I don't have enough at the end or if something's messed up, we will figure it out. Or at least I know where to come back to. So, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. For gifts, just let me double check I'm still recording because I'm paranoid. We are. Home, another one that I'm boosting. So it's getting £55. Normally it gets 30 a month, but I wanted to try and get some of my sinking funds up to the £100 mark. So I'm gonna put in 2 20s, a 10 and a 5, which makes 20, 40, 55. And I think probably straight after this, I'm going to film my what have I saved in, it'll be July, even though I know it's August, video. And that should be £100 in there, but we shall see. Shopping usually gets 200, but it had £40 in there and I had spent £60. So it's going to get 180. When I went to the airport, I bought Clinique moisturizer. I use it on my face every single day, and obviously because it's duty free, it was cheaper to get in the airport, so I just did the click and collect. And then I also bought 2 bottles of Martini Prosecco, which I drank while I was in Santorini. My partner, he got, what did he get? Not Patron and not Hennessy. Was it Hennessy? I don't remember. I'm not like a liquor girl. I can't think of what. It might be Hennessy that he bought. Was it Hennessy? I think it was Hennessy. Anyway, so shopping's got 51, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80 in there. And then work lunch is getting £100, which is going to be 2 20s, 2 10s. That doesn't look like £100 to me. What's that? 40, 60. That's 80. It's not 200. It's not 100. Maybe it's 80. But we'll just go with it. I think it's supposed to be 80. We'll just go with it and see what happens. So that's that. No, wrong place. Because I've only got to go to work 5 times before I get paid again. So that's why I think I took it down to 80. Plus I've got money in here. So let me check. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. And I've just written 100 out of habit. We'll go with that. Again, I know where to come back to if we've got an issue at the end. Fix it up. Okay. Coffee is getting 30, which is going to be a 20 and a 10. Cool. Let me turn the page. Okie doke. Where are we now? Where we are? Skincare, which I didn't write down. Did I write it down and I've missed it on the page before? I did. I just wrote it in the wrong place. Okay. So, skincare is getting 60. 3 20s. Oh, they wrote on my £20. They wrote 1,000 on that. 20, 40, 60. Into skincare. Okay. Black Friday gets £70, and there's a challenge in here I need to tick off if I can get it out. So let me put the money in before I forget. So a 50. I feel like I don't have enough 20s, but we will find out. And a 20. Okay, and we're just taking it off with a black Sharpie. So I might need my calculator, and I might actually need to count the money. So let me just take it out. We've got 51, 50, 70, 90, 210, 220. Okay, we're nearly halfway there. And what are we in? August? So we've got August, September, October, and I think I'll probably get paid again before Black Friday in November. So we're on track. Now, it was 220 divided by 25, 8.8. So 2 more. Fab. And I'm just gonna put this down here because those pens are about to drop. Okay, Valentine's is next, and it needs £20. And I didn't clean off the challenge, so we're just gonna ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist. And put in £20. Easter. So restarting Easter, I need to clean this challenge as well. Maybe the ones I'm gonna clean, I'll just take them out. And I'll clean them before I film again. Out we come. Zip it up. And out you come. So, still got that £7 in my Easter pot in Chase. I've run out of £5. It's fine. Okay. So I'm putting £15 in Easter today to get it restarted for next, I never know if it's March or April, whenever it is, the money's going in there. Mother's Day is getting a tenner. Take my challenge out, grab my pen, this side, and I can tick off 2 because each icon is a £5. And I can put in 10. Yeah, my denominations are off. Well, no, I need one more 10. That's fine. But my £5 denominations are off. I'm scared for my 20s. And then Amber. Oh, not Amber. Well, it's called Amber, but it's my subscriptions. So I've got the last one to do, and we're just finishing it off. So if my calculations are correct, I need 85, which is a 50, a 20, a 10, and a 5. Where are we? I need I've got 3 20s. I need 1. I've done something wrong. I need 2 5s and I have none. Okay, I might need to move some things around, but God, I've dropped it. Oh, Let me just take these out. I was trying to make it cute for the video, but they don't want to stay. Okay. So, this should be £85. But let's see. Yes, it is. Perfect. And let me just put this in the bin. Alright, so I'm going to put that £85 in, and then that is all of my subscriptions for the year completed. So I'll count this up in the next video. Put that in. I am just going to double check what I've got left. So I'll be 1 sec. Okay, I am back. So I've done some switching around. I think what's happened is when I've unstuffed some money earlier, somewhere I went wrong. So I had an extra 20 that I didn't need, and I needed 2 5s. So I've just taken it, I've just swapped it around from the money that I unstuffed today. Right, so savings challenges, the big one. Christmas isn't the big one, the savings challenges are. So Christmas is getting £100. Now I know, because I put £100 in here a month, and I've been doing so since January, and this is the 7th time I've done it, we are on £700. So once I pull this out, I am going to do 700 divided by 40, which is 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row, 2 more to tick off. Oh. And Christmas, and this will be done by October, and I can start buying presents. And then holiday, what have I done? Oh, placeholder. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put in, I know when I got paid I put £1,000 in there. It's not, well, there is more than £1,000 in there now, but I'm just gonna put that in, and then I'll sort out the placeholders in the next video. Oh, it's falling off. Let's try again. Okay, so just do that. House deposit. Dun, 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 dun. I put it at the bottom. Now, where am I? Let me just double check where I was. Right, so at the end of, actually, I don't even need to do, well, we've done it now. I wasn't supposed to do that, but it doesn't matter. At the end of June, I had £19,415 that I had put in. This month, I am adding £1,430. Now, this is going to be the new amount that I add, little sidebar. This is going to be the new amount that I add every month between what was July's payday until next July. This is now, it's going up from what, £835 I was putting in. What I've decided is, with my pay rise, my pay rise was not £1,430. It was much less than that. It works out to much less than that a month. It was more than that over the year, but it works out to, after tax and what do you call it, pension, all of that stuff. It works out to a lot less than that. But what I'm going to do is put this one in. Put £1,430 in there, and I'm going to reduce the amount that I put into holidays. This month I didn't have to reduce it because, like I said, got a bonus, so I had the money to put £1,000 in there, and that's why I put £1,000 in as well, because I won't be able to do that going forward. And I don't usually put £1,000 a month into holidays, but I was like, let me put a big chunk in there, and it's going to go down dramatically. And you'll see that over the coming months, because I would rather put the money towards house deposit with the aim of being in a position to buy a house by next summer, July, Augusty time, or when I find out what my bonus and pay rise look like next June. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I had originally aimed to put in, I don't have purple here, do I? I had originally aimed to put in £50,000 just myself. What I've decided is I'm going to put in £42,500 because the value of the house that I want to buy would be, at most, would be £425,000. So that would give me a 10% deposit. I don't, well, if you've got a lifetime ISA, you can only use the money in there with the bonus and without incurring a penalty if your house is worth under 450, which is a bit annoying considering I live in London, but it is what it is. Sorry, I need to work out how much I've put in here, haven't I? How would I know? Oh, I know. 835 times 5, add 805, add 1430. Okay, divided by 150, 42. Okay, so what was I saying? No. So yeah, that's my aim, is to put in 40. It's not my aim, it's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save £42,500 towards a house deposit, which should give me 10%. I've done some research on like my area, what the houses are going for, and the affordability as well, because I don't want to stretch myself on a mortgage. You know, I still want to live. And what that will mean is that I think maybe I've got one more holiday that I'll take between now and the time that I purchase my house. But yeah, it's not going to be as frequent as it was. So like last year I went on holiday all the time, and I think because I knew, okay, this sacrifice, I suppose, is coming up. So yeah, reducing the amount that I put in holidays, not this month, starting from next month, and like almost doubling the amount that I put into house deposit, with the end goal that there will be £42,500 in my house deposit pot ready for me to purchase next summer. Okay, I feel like that went on for a long time. You get the drift. Anyway, house fees. So, but with buying the house, I have got to spend a whole load of money on solicitors and mortgage arrangements, moving. So, I'm putting a little bit more in here. Usually I do 210, I think. I'm going to do 300 this month. Again, just because I've got the extra money. So we're going to do 51, 52, 53 into here. Here. And we start with 300. We are on 88, 87, 86. Okay. So let me cross these off. That's a horrible cross. Horrible. Oh God, gets worse. What did I say? 39, which is here. Okay, I'll let that dry. Then Lux, which is all lonely and empty, it's getting 170. Nothing on my list at the moment. Well, that's a lie. One thing on my list is my friend is getting married in October. Yeah, October. So I found a dress that I want to wear to the wedding. The dress is £255, which is not a normal amount that I would spend on any piece of clothing, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna take that money out of Lux, probably buy it next month. And that's another reason why, sorry, brain fart. Another reason why I am focused on healthy eating and all that kind of stuff, because I want to look cute at the wedding, and this dress is really cute. If I remember, I'll put a picture of it on screen. But yeah, it's £255, I think. So I need to stuff a bit more into here. Is there a 50? There is a 50. Making my life easy. Cool. And my birthday's getting started again, so we're putting £50 in here, and I can start my new challenge. This is from Cashbook Cute, the wrong way around. I suppose, is it called I don't know if it's called the Zodiac Challenge, but I'm calling it that. And I am a Gemini, so I have that one. It's £50 in, and I don't know if this pink will show up. I don't know if I want to do black. I think you tick off the signs. No, that pink's not going to show. I should try this one. Yeah. Okay. Wait, are there 10 signs? Yeah, they're 10 signs. I just haven't written down how much each one is worth. Here we go. 5, 0. Cool. Oh god. Okay. And next, while that dries, we will do emergency fund. So I'm putting in £305, which sounds odd, but I think I've worked out I want there to be £10,000 in here by the end of next year, end of 2026. So I need to put 305 in here to be on track with that. Okay. So 51, 52, 53, 5. Cool. I'm hoping this is a good unstuffing. And I'm just going to tick off £300 worth because I don't know. And I can always amend it if necessary. So we're on, what's that, 420? No, 440, 60, 80. Yeah, God. Yes, 440. Okay. 20, 40. Okie doke. So, emergency fund is done. And then finally we have Disney, which is getting what should be £105. Yeah, 51, 20, and a £5 into Disney. This is the one where I always mess up the tracker. But let's see. Yes. Okie doke. So I'm saying I've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20. I've added, what do we have, 5? So it's 250. Where are we? Where are we? Fab. So that is pretty much everything. Just need to stuff the pig once I get this back in there. Probably messed it up, haven't I? No, it's not too bad. All right. So finally, I don't really change. I've got a £5 that I got from a scratch card. Scratch card actually cost me £5. I only do this monthly, by the way. So I only get a scratch card and a Set for Life lottery ticket once a month when I get paid. But I won £5, so I broke even, and I decided to put that £5 in the pig. There we go. So that is it, guys. Thank you for joining me. I know this has been a long video, but I've been away for 2 weeks, so you know, catching up. What time is it? I may film what I saved this month now. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. You guys won't see it till next week anyway, so it's not going to make a difference to you. But in the meantime, take care, and yeah, I'll be back next week with more of the same. Bye, guys. Bye.